Well, we're back. So, yeah, it has been some time, hasn't it? Well, it felt like a long time, at least in my book, because I have been working on it pretty much right now, like I did 2, 3. I think I spent 2 hours on this today already, because I had a problem, which is normal, you know. The problem was actually the legs right here. As you can see, the legs are a little bit of an issue, and I kind of fixed it. So yeah. Now, to get everything up and running, I believe we're first going to be starting with the face and getting that thing fully done, and then we're going to move on to the next part, and then to the next one, and then to the next part until we are fully finished. All right. So, let's get started, shall we? I need to get one of the things that I forgot. I need to get that thing up and running because I need a picture of it, because I need to look at it. I just need to look at it just in case I need to, I need to figure things out. Alright. That's awesome. Let's get started. So, the main issue here I had with the whole damn legs, I fixed it by picking up some legs. As you can see, beautiful legs, just casual legs that I needed to grab. Not the right legs I needed, but the positioning was important for the legs to be precise. So I picked up those legs, and now I can get everything up and running properly. All right. Now we're gonna be working on the face, which is this part right here. We're gonna give this. We're gonna add. We're gonna name this face because that's important. I'm gonna name this face, and we're gonna be editing a little bit more just in case, see where we are. So we need to shut down this part right here, and now we're gonna be looking at this again, but now with a clearer look on it. Alright, so there you go, grab that, awesome. Alright, now we're gonna be lowering this down to the right amount of satisfying amount. So this is the amount, and now we're going to be looking at what still can be improved. That is the idea now. Alright. So we have the face, which actually works quite well. It is not fully square. That is good. It needs to be a little bit more olive shape. The eyes, the nose is right here, and then we have this circle right here. So allow me to just grab the circle right here. Yes, lovely circle. Totally not out of the ordinary, and then we can see how this is done. That is almond. I'm actually not using the full personifying effect on it. So if I want to get this to this side, I actually need to grab. So the main issue is that we have this right here, and we have this right here. So we want to make sure that this face looks a little more balanced. So we need to grab this. So then the size of the face is actually correct then. Alright. The size of the face is correct in the proportions. Like The line right here represents the represents the line. Here are the eyes, and here's the mouth. So if we have the eyes right here, I'm just going to be drawing the eyes. Now it's going to be looking very menacing, but don't you worry. It's just, it's just, to see, where everything works. It's like, yes, so yeah. Now we can see where the nose is actually right. Nose, we can actually place it right now. We can place the nose right there. Yeah, we can do that. So we have this effect that we can go for, and you can even make it even more fun if you really want to. You can do it, But yeah, this already looks so menacing if I would have gone for these kind of eyes. So that's why I'm actually going for the eyes closed, because she's laughing instead of she's happy. So that's why she's smiling. Therefore, giving the smile effect. She uses this. I'm just gonna be going for the thick browns just to see. Yeah. So that is true. Alright, so what did I do wrong here? If I would make it a little bit more sharper, so if I would make the ear a little bit more sharper, or well, this part right here a little bit more sharper, that would fix the thing, right? Yeah, that would fix it. Alright, so we're gonna be returning this to its original state. Now we're just casually drawing over this sketch, but this time we're going to be using a little bit more, bite. So, alright. I just need to double check. Yep. Alright, so now we have this. So if I now use this line, like so, and now we need to change the direction, and I can go for this right here. And then I need to grab so now we need to grab the nose. We just need to make it a little more sharper. There you go. Now just first of all, they are this, so they are only little lines, and now we're going to be moving them on to the part that we want. I believe now we actually need 5 instead of 7. So now we have that done. We can now add the part that we need. Just this, just draw the line on top of it, so that we have the ears correctly done. And now we can get this smile on. That. I'm just gonna be drawing these just to get myself a little remembering how this is gonna be happening. So now we have that. Now I need to take a look at how I do ears, because that's a thing that I need to learn, so therefore I need to look it up. I'm just gonna be just looking up the web PNG because that's the most important, that's the most easiest one. Like that. Alright. Just casually like that. Lovely. And then go. Oh. How do you do that? You have one line and then another line on top of it. So you have like one line, two lines, and then on top of it. Like so. Like so. Hereby. And this is gonna be looking weird. I'd rather just prefer to do that later on, because I have zero clue how I'm gonna be doing that one. Alright. So now we have the head. Now we need to get the hair on top of it. So the idea is that we're just going to be editing the parts. You can even see like, well, do we want this or do we want this to be like, on top of it? So do we want to have like on top of it, like so? Do we want that or do we want the other one? The other one is more smiling, more appealing. So I'd rather prefer the other one. Now we're gonna be just looking at. Now we're just gonna be looking at the. Now we're just gonna be looking at the image again to see if the positioning is right. Yes, looks lovely. I like it. I do like it a lot actually. So if we now take a look at the example, yes, the eyebrows are high enough. The eyes are high enough. Technically, the eye's supposed to be here, which is true, but because she is smiling instead of, because she's laughing, her eyes are up here, which is true. Alright, now we need to grab ourselves some hair, I believe. Yep. And then we're going to be moving on to the part where we're going to be going to move towards. That's the idea. Well, at least that is the idea. So we have this. This part doesn't feel fully right. No, almost. So we have big, and then we need to go immediately to small. Alright, that's how you do it. Therefore, her eyes are correct. Alright, good. Now we're gonna need to go to here. Hair is gonna be on top of it. Now we need to look at some hair. Hold on. Yeah. You see, this is the main problem I always face. Like, you know, so many problematical issues that occur because, you know, I have never done it properly or took a look at it. Let's go for looking at it. Let's go for some looks and then see how they are made up. Alright. I don't need that. I need to just have like how and who and what. Alright, we need to have a baseline. We do. Alright, now we need to look at then we need to draw the outer lines on it. Alright, so we have the baseline where how we want to have the, you know, the hair being formatted. Then we now need to get the hair. I believe that is the flux of hair, yeah. Because we have the flux of hair, we need to now go towards. Where is a good example? Come on, give me a good example. Nope, that is not a good example I need. God damn it. Alright, that's much better. So because we have this hair like that, we have the hairstyle like that, I assume that we need to go for this one. Just to look at, I'm not gonna be copy pasting this, I'm just gonna be looking at it like, you know, looking, and then, you know, back again. How is this working? This is working like that. Alright, so I can go for that kind of effect, yes. Alright. So yeah, it's a lot of things anyway. So first things first, we need to grab this and then go down like so. So we can have that if we want, but is that good enough? Whoa, so much recalling. So if we want to have like, you know, this if we want to have this stroke of, you know, being able to be perfected, so we want that to be, then we're gonna go for this, which makes it looks much better. And then we need to get this to be right over there, so we need to grab. So we have this, and then we need that, and then we need to grab, we need to have this to be like so. We can go for that if I want to, which I'm gonna go for. This is just merely sketching so that I know where or how to do this properly later on. So, like so. That feels empty. That feels empty. Putting it like that feels empty. How come that it feels empty? Let's see. We have this part right here that doesn't fill anything up. So because we have the head shape, shaped like that, we're better off doing it like so. Alright. So if I have it like this, fix it, and have like, you know, be like so, which then, you know, keeps the hair in place, which is important because of all the stuff, how this works. No, this doesn't make any sense. So if I'm gonna go for this, that would work. But then I need to also grab some more. No, I could go for the approach that is a thing, but I don't know. This would be better, and then the rest of the hair is actually pulled into, you know, that part right here. So the rest of the hair is pulled like so. So that's the main idea, but how do I do that? I have no idea yet. I'm gonna be figuring that out. That is actually quite good. I like that. Now we're gonna be looking forward to this part right here. Needs to be underneath the ear. And then we're gonna go for a long draw. Alright, how is that working? I see. I should definitely add some more stuff to this. Or, well, at least some more. Now it feels like, you know, like a big giant plum. It's not bad. Don't get me wrong, though. It's not bad to go for. So if we add some more parts to it, would that fix it? Yeah, that would fix it. Although, you know, this part right here makes no sense. So we want to go for like, you know, this, but we don't want to have everything to be exact same size, exact same effect. Maybe like that. And grab this one to be a little. This needs to be done a little bit more swingy. Alright. It's not my finest work, but it should be now possible then. So this doesn't make any sense. Why is this like that? Should not be this like so, and then get this to be very small. Well, I'm not going to be pouring that. I'm not going to be questioning that just yet. Alright. So if we now take a look at this from the other side, we should then be able to see stuff. Yeah, that actually looks quite cool. I must say that's actually quite an improvement. Definitely. Especially if we remove this again, you can now see like, yeah, this is definitely an improvement. Now we only need to find out what and how. Because it's important that we see what we are looking for. We're looking for this woman, which is true. We are looking for this woman to see, you know, it does have the same facial expression right now, which is good. We could technically go for if we move the mouth, this is gonna be hard, isn't it? Yep, it is gonna be hard. But looking at it, it should be fine. All right. Anyway, so this is actually quite nice. We have that. We have that. We have a little bit more. That's the idea. And we need to now have some. Oh yes, of course. We need to now look for the hair on the bottom side. So technically, this is all, you know, guided upwards to here without these plums to be here a little bit. So technically, this needs to be like, so. There you go. So that's how it is done. Ah, I see. All right. Halfway there now. You know, this is all, you know, seeking things and looking at things, making sure that it works well. It's a lot of thinking instead of, you know, I can just talk freely. No, I need to not make any mistakes here. Well, I could make mistakes, but you know, it's not very smart to do make mistakes, especially in this one. All right. Well, let's go for ears. Let's see if we can find that, so we can fix that. Well, look at that. We found ears. How nice. So we need basic fucking ears. Yep. Alright, so that's how you do basic ears. If we're gonna go for it. Alright. Let's see if it works. Where am I gonna put it? Where I'm gonna probably put it on this one. So I have like a little bit of a idea. Alright. So if we draw the ear, we have the ear like so. And we have it downwards. And then just like that. That's one of the ears we can go for. Is that worth it? I think it is not worth it, but looking at that, no. That's not worth it. That one is not worth it to go for. So the other one is also an approach that we are gonna go for, like so. I believe we need to fill it in and then, you know, draw on. I think we need to fill it in with shade, with two colors of. I think we need to fill it in with. I think we need to do that once we're doing the coloring, so that we have like, you know, a regular structure on how we want to do it, so that we can follow the lines of the color instead of, you know, drawing the lines, because we don't clearly have no idea where it goes. We know that it has to be going like a little bit like that. To be like so, and then have like a little bit like this, but the main issue is if we're gonna go for that, it won't work. Like for instance here we have that quite easily done, because we have like here the shading and there the shading. So if we add the shading, then we can actually add the the light to it. So I believe we can go for like such an effect. But we need to be careful, because this is like, what? This one is not as. This one is more like a. Because this one is not as because this one has not. Oh, I see. So technically, if we add, how far does it need to be going? Oh, it needs to be tiny then. Oh, need to make it ear a little bit more tinier. It's a big ear. That's the problem. No, that doesn't work. Huh? What are the odds? We're gonna fix it later. We're fixing that later. Alright, so technically this works fine, this looks fine. The hair. Oh. Yeah. Hold on. Made a mistake here. We need that. And we need now to move that. We actually need to move this upwards towards the part it needs to be. Hold on. PC is not liking this at all. As you can see, it wants to load things and people are like, no, don't do it. Because we're actually using a lot of we're already using 1 gig. It's insane. Because we're technically not doing something wrong, but then we're doing something wrong. There you go, that's the exact place I want to have it. Right, then deselect. So if we now look at the image from this other side, it's much better because of the because how the thing is connected. That is the main problem. I was like, wait a minute, this thing is yeah. So because this thing is like poorly connected, because this thing was connected to this place, I figured out like, well, we could do that, and we could technically go for this. So we can have we can actually put this swing a little bit down. If we honestly want, we can put this swing a little more on the down scale. So we want to go for like so, but we have this not as extremely pointed. Now if we add the body to it, that still will work. Yes, it would still work. Because technically if we move this, if we move it to the place where we need to move it, which is technically a little bit down, like right here, and then remove this again. Ooh, what the hell did I do? What did I pull? I pulled something. And there's some weird shenanigans. Alright. Work. A lot of thinking, a lot of looking at things. And it's all sketchy, so it's all, it's not even there. It's not even properly there. It's all sketchy. Just sketches. And sketches are important, don't get me wrong there. So we have now the hair being over the shoulder, which is not fully over the shoulder, it's actually more on the side, which can still work, you can see it. You can see it work. So if we have like just gonna put this down. So if we have like, the arm right here, which is this part, and then we have, the arm coming down from here to here, and then follow up by this, and then have the hand, which we have like so. It's not the best hand, don't get me wrong there, but I'll get it fixed later, but you get the point. So we have the hand one here. The other arm, the other hand is not visible because of the amount of stuff we worked on. So technically we could go for 2, but I don't think so. So we have the arm here, and then we can go for, there you go. There's supposed to be those things, and then this is the part where the skirt, where the t-shirt is actually expanding, which is actually quite fun to see. So technically this body should be only around so, which then means that this is like around the average size of it. Anyway, enough of that. So you can already see what I'm going to be going for. So I'm going to be doing again. I'm going to be drawing this line as well because it's the line that we need. So we have this line, we have that line. You can see that you can see already where everything is working around, fixed, which it's quite easily done. So there you go. So now if we look at the body, you can clearly see how everything is connected. It doesn't feel too weird on the look of it. So you can already see like here. It's actually quite the look of it. So if we had like, t-shirt, should not make any problems whatsoever because of how the body works. So if we now add the leg part structure to it as well, which we can clearly just draw over this. And then you can have like whatever. This is still a thing I need to draw anyway. So now we have that. We can clearly see that, oh my god, I am terrible at drawing lines properly when it comes to long lines, but yeah. Body makes sense. True. It's a little bit on the side, so technically this supposed to be here. So if we now move this part, if we move this part a little bit to the side, like so, that's more better. And deselect. So, yes, lovely. Is the torso a little bit too long? Probably yes. So technically this arm needs to be on the hip then, right? Oh, this arm needs to be on the hip, right? Yes, it should be on the hip, which it's not, which that's why it is so weird. So technically this arm needs to be over here, and then draw the lines on top of it. Such a weird shenanigans. Huh. These hands are not a final product at all because I'm still sketching like a bastard. But at least we have now the hands properly placed where it needs to be. So it needs to be on the hip. And then, you know, if we would have added like and this part here is way too long then. Should have known, should have seen it coming. So no worries there. We know that, you know, we are only, therefore, you know, we're able to change. It's important that we know how to change properly. So we have this. This body needs to be like so. Alright, and then the body and then the head needs to be moving downwards again. So now that we've done that, a lot of proportions need to be fixed. And now that works. Now that is it too low? Yes, no, because I cannot tell because of the amount of stuff I forgot to move. So now we can see, let's see, if we would have added that. This is too long. So if we go here, which is the main body problem, yeah. We now need to look at this. So we're almost there. It's hard to draw a decent body. Trust me, I have so much trouble with it. That is way too low, Bobs. That's way too low. That's way too low. We don't want that. So we have this, that line. So how do we do that? That would work. Yes, so if we have like there and there, it would work. It's always sketching. It's always sketches here. So, let's see. So one needs to be over here. The one needs to be over here. They're not around, which is the main problem. These things are they're olives, most likely. Yeah, there. So we have this, just the main output to that. So if we now drew the so yes. So if we put it like that, put it like that, that would work. So now we need to only add that in such a way that it actually works. So if we have this, thank God. It's not the finest, but at least it's a good start. There you go. Alright. My head is totally spinning from this. Jeez Louise. So much work and yet so far and it still takes like insanely long to get to from point A to point B. Even though the hand is not even though the hand is not yet it's just just not yet properly fixed, but at least the hand is right there to see that it is now the hand is on the hips, the proportion is correct, the proportions are correct, so now I can start on making the whole damn thing working. Yeah, I think I will call it a day today. Jeez Louise. Ooh. Hard one indeed, even though it's not yet fully fixed, because here is a problem. As you can see, I want to have this, yeah, that effect. So technically I need to draw it like that. Yeah. Alright, well, anyway, enough of this bullshit. I think I will call it a day today, and I hope I will see you all next time. Until then, I wish you all a lovely day. Bye!